Hello, I'm Claire Elgart, a public health advocate, coming to you today to speak with you about my concern for children's health with regard to the HHFKA policy changes. There's current controversy on the HHFKA policies because of the relaxed changes to the school meals. Feedback from schools have showed they're worried for cost, waste, and participation, which has swayed the way that the USDA enforces the nutritional requirements of the HHFKA. There have been 3 relaxations that have already been put in place by Secretary Perdue. These relaxation of these policies provide schools the excuse to revert back to the serving meals that are not nutritionally best according to the studies done by the Institute of Medicine. These studies in 2008 show that there are low fruits and vegetables and high saturated fat, sodium, and refined grains served in school meals. And this gave the USDA reason to make the changes for their nutritional standards in meals. These changes were critical because of the evidence shown that low fruits and vegetables and also high saturated fats, refined grains, and sodium can lead to the increased risk for chronic disease and also childhood obesity. I strongly believe that relaxing these policies would be detrimental for the long-term health of children. The standard changes were a direct reaction to the new findings on how previous standards were not meeting the nutritional needs of children and were leading to poor health and dietary patterns for children. Following through with the policy changes would positively affect how children eat at school and could also start to train and educate them on how to eat better for later in life and develop better eating habits. The School Nutrition Association expresses their concern for strict enforcement of this policy because they fear it will raise costs, increase waste, and decrease participation. However, these points are all invalid. There is a time period that's already in place to allow the schools time to adjust and plan for the cost increases. Along with that, there have been studies already done that show that the participation difference was only 1% from 47% prior to the HHFKA to 46% after the HHFKA was implemented. This is an insignificant decrease that should not be the reason to relax policy. I come to you today to convince you all that the policies of the HHFKA need to be strictly followed without the relaxation already in place by Perdue, and these need to be reconsidered. This could mean providing schools with extra assistance in preparation for the changes that will be giving them opportunities like training their employees on how to make healthy meals, taste better for low cost would greatly improve the stress that schools are feeling for these changes. This policy could have a significant impact on children's overall well-being, education, and dietary patterns for life. Any measures necessary should be taken to make them less at risk for chronic disease and to decrease childhood obesity.